What is up, killers? Kev here, and today back with a brand new episode of 5 new console mods. Today it is going to be episode 433 within my series. But without further ado, guys, let's just jump straight into the video. Training adjustments is going to be coming in at 426B of a download. This mod simply adjusts the current training system within the vanilla base game, allowing you to be able to train up to 10 times with the low cost providing. Always thought it was an outrage of having to pay so much gold for training after each level, after each skill. Now you don't need to worry about that. It's pretty much going to be consistent throughout that one. The cost of training of a level, a skill will no longer multiply. It has a set base to be a 1.2, so now you can train 10 levels instead of the 5 for the same cost. This is absolutely beautiful. If you are playing the game again or just playing it straight off the bat, I'd recommend everyone getting this. It does get insanely costly and pricey if you are doing that. Main purpose of this one, maybe you're playing sort of an Iron Man theme. That would be pretty interesting to have sort of a mod like this. But if you're just sick and tired of paying absolutely outrageous prices for training, this one is definitely going to be one still, as is only coming in half a megabyte. King's Port Wiki Bay menu coming in at 861.2 kilobytes of a download. But this one is going to be a beautifully designed background once again. No description on this particular one. It's going to be pretty much self-explanatory. It's just a replacer for your main menu. But if you do like what you see, this is pretty much what you're going to get. For this one, there's no audio change to do with this particular mod. So if you do enjoy the vanilla sort of ambiance to do with the main menu, that will not change at all. It's visually just a change to do with the background. Luminous Atronachs. This one is coming at 3.8 kilobytes of a download. For this one, we have covered it previously on the channel, but it was a Xbox One exclusive. Now it's threshed out all the way to every console, i.e. PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. So you can pick this one up if you are viewing it for or your desires for Xbox. But this one, we're going to be covering it solo at the moment for PlayStation 4. The summary of this one, as it pretty much illuminates the Atronachs within the game, such as the Fire Atronaut, which obviously gives it that yellow glow, which is really beautiful too. It looks absolutely gorgeous, as you can tell on screen now, with all of the other ones corresponding with their own colours. This one is great, definitely heavy on the immersion if you're taking these into a dark settlement, as you can see on screen now if you're trying them, or if you're taking them into a dungeon. Something a little bit more realistic, a little bit touch up from what we should have seen within the Skyrim Special Edition. Things like this should have been within the base game. They simply just make sense, but obviously we're relying on the amazing mod creators out there. And for something like this, again, for that download size of only 3.8 kilobytes of a download, it's definitely worth grabbing, guys. Zodiac Overhaul coming in at 3.3 megabytes of a download. Requires all DLC, but we do not have to worry about that as we are running this on Skyrim Special Edition. What this mod does is that the mod author has already played Skyrim. For challengers now, just wants to have a little bit of fun, kick back and relax. Some people would call this a little bit cheaty, but it's entirely up to you how you interpret it. So for this particular one, it's an overhaul on a few different things. I'm going to reel off a few, not all of them within this one. If you want to check out a full description, click the link and have a little look. But for this one, jump height is going to be a ×3, no fall damage, weight overhaul, a reward overhaul, standing, stands, stones overhaul, which is going to change those completely. Essential NPCs is going to be slightly changed. Side chests in Helgen are going to be a little bit different. Cheat chests at home, aka safes, it's entirely up to you. Have a little read into that, have a little look if you guys want to have a full interpretation of that. Unique home in the Sky Heaven Temple. Arm and weapons, spell, and possibly a few other different little things. Surprises are on the way. That is the description of this particular mod. I thought it was absolutely great. This one is obviously going to be exclusive to this console on its own. Guys, have a little look. I think it's really nice indeed. I personally have, you know, played or put many hours within this game, as you guys can tell. You know, I think I've been covering this almost 2 years now, Skyrim, just in general. And you see, you know, the vanilla game really is a little bit stale for me. I do like looking at sort of mods that enhance the vanilla game or slightly change the game. It's definitely a beautiful thing to have a little look at. But this one, personally, for me, very nice indeed. And again, only coming at 3.3 megabytes of a download, changes a few, if not a lot of things within your personal game. Have a little look, try it out, and I think personally you really enjoy it. Ogrim, Mihail monsters and animals is going to be coming in at 40.3 megabytes of a download. There is a description and a lore sort of friendly background on how this monster is implemented within the base game. They will spawn obviously around in different certain areas, but for me the easiest way to find this was within the description. It actually tells you where to buy the leveled spell summon for this particular one within the description. So I went all the way over there, picked the tomb up and picked up. From a little guess you can tell where I got this from the footage on screen now, but this is pretty awesome. It makes Skyrim a little bit more scary with a little bit more of these unusual monsters to be scattered around. This one obviously is going to be a companion of mine, but if you were to stumble within or across, shall I say, one of these within the base game, it's going to be absolutely terrifying. It does do quite a bit of damage, pretty much 2 to 3 hit a guard, which was really interesting to see, staggered all the time, so it's quite powerful. So heaven forbid if you do run across one, but if you pick up the spell team, this is a great new companion. If not, ogre, orc, beast thing to have if you're a necromancer within your base game. So guys, that's the end of this particular episode. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you did, I would very much appreciate a like on the video. It does help me out too. If you're new around here too, make sure to click that subscribe button right next to as well. There is going to be a little bell icon. If you click that, you will get a notification for every time I post a bit of content like this to the channel. But until the next one guys, Killerkev here and Killerkev out.